Oh, and we are. So, welcome to the Batcave. First things first, we're going to remove our crime-fighting gloves. And we're going to remove our crime-fighting van braces because they are for crime fighting and not for dating our dream daddy. Gonna roll up our sleeves so we don't look like an idiot with gray arms. And we're going to do what we always do. We still have some holiday brew left, so we're gonna have this. We're going to start off with some dew because I have to wet my throat so I can speak. And the holiday brew is also going to get me some caffeine and sugar, and we're gonna get into this. We are just about to start a date with Matt. After the date with Matt, we'll have some more holiday brew, and I'm thinking that we're gonna go after Damien after that, just to feel him out. I mean, it was a bad first impression, and he actually apologized for it at Joseph's barbecue. So yeah. By the way, I don't know if you read the rules, but you either have to have a Mountain Dew or at least lie to me and insist that you did. There we go. Let's make sure that we have our neck protection up here. We wouldn't want any of these daddies nibbling on our necks when we're not expecting it. And we're gonna press continue, and we're gonna lead off Matt date number 1. Exciting. That's good, dad tip. Called masking tape for a reason. Very good, Morning Kill. I'm proud of you for doing that. Alright, we are going to a concert with Matt. We have discussed with Amanda that we are just going to do what other people do. And, I don't mean Mountain Dew. But, yes. Oh, that's how you really do it. Anytime I have multiple choice on Matt's date, I'm going to take Amanda's advice and I'm going to go with the flow. I am going to be totally agreeable with Matt. Let's see how this goes. Hey, you made it! You ready for tonight? Well, it's been a while. Yes, of course, I definitely know what I'm talking about. Ready? I was born ready. Any situation, any outcome, I can handle it. I sleep with one eye open. I am prepared to kill. Are you? Oh no! We already done fucked up by listening. No! Oh my gosh! Oh my god, we just started our date. I'm not loading the game. We are sticking with what we have. That was a very righteous belch. Shit! Oh man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for. Oh. Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds signs and scream cries? Yeah. Oh. I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong!
Hey.
But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time? This is gonna be awesome! Just hang with me, Buffoon, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive, it'll be a blast. Actually, I kind of am hoping that Matt is a date rapist. Quick question.
Hey.
Shoot. What is scene? Matt lets out a tiny laugh.
Hey.
Sorry. It's just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but it can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. Hello, Roadie Pie! You missed the first couple of minutes, but we already done fucked up this date. Yeah. We've got some redeeming to do. Matt looks off into middle distance. He says nothing. but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing.
Oh.
You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. I'm gonna take this instead of Amanda's advice, which fucked me up. That is the line of advice I'm going to take right there. I'm going to enjoy myself no matter what. I know, but Rhodey, I thought I was doing good. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I'm suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Lance fucking 2000! Holy crap! Hello. Here to do some moderating? We're dating Matt. I dig him and I dig his daughter. He likes concerts though, so we're trying to figure out what's going on with that. By the way, I am seriously going to be writing a poem tonight, and I'm going to write a poem. You made it, Matt! I don't know who that is. A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off, and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too.
Oh.
I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Oh, that's not bad. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight and taking a nap?
Oh.
That's my favorite thing to do! A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell hey as well.
Hey.
Matt waves and hugs a couple of people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his attention to me. I am so afraid of all these people. Oh. Let's go grab a beer. No, not a haiku. I'm gonna write a poem and I was driving today and I just thought of, I was inspired by something. And you'll see. Matt and I line up at the bar in the back where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him.
Hey.
Seems like you're a popular guy out here.
Hey.
Yeah. I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot.
Hey, yeah.
But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. Me too, actually. We're starting to connect here.
Hey.
And then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. And that's that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my tongue?
Oh!
See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Ha ha ha. I wish that was a multiple choice thing, because I totally would have selected that. There was a chemical burn, Lance, yes. Just you wait. That's...
Hey.
We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listened to it. Yes, I selected those kitties on my silk shirt. And it is a guy, Lance. Huh, let's check out the merch.
Hey, yeah.
Matt and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of a room where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up on his chair. Crap! That means it says sucker on my head. Step on up. Get your merch here. I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and accoutrements a discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You. I gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you! You look like a fella who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long plain vinyl record made and distributed by Pup, Canada's premier punk rock outfit? Yeah, I think is the best one. I sense some hesitation in your voice, buddy. Let me assure you on my reputation as a salesman of the highest caliber that this record cannot and will not let you down. Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. The teen hops off of his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looked lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Oh, no, you don't! Oh, no, you don't, Pablo. Matt is mine.
Hey!
Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high five, but also turn it into a hug.
Oh.
Your mom doing better? She's still single. If you want to be my dad, I can make that connect. And have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud?
Hey, yeah.
That's Buffoon. Thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Wait! Is Buffoon cool? Matt eyes me. I eye him back. He cracks a smile.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as is customary in our society for people who you don't know super well, but still want to be friendly to.
Hey.
Roadie Pie, why is there an underline and a link to Mr. Bear? I'm really curious why there's a link when you put that in the chat room, but that's okay. Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man. When are we starting our Witch House band?
Hey!
You know I'm out of the game. It's a shame. You know, Vacant Veil would have slayed. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. Let's see. We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close.
Hey!
I'm glad we're done with Pablo, I really am. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage and pick up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. I don't even know what a mandolin is, but apparently Buffoon does. Also, that is a really small stage. If this is the actual setting, I mean, wow. This is a small venue. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. And yes, I probably really screwed up that word. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks! I put the earplugs in, and whatever the hell was assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters.
Oh.
Jesus, did that cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the songs, and I think only one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turned to Matt and tried to start a conversation. So, you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? Because, Rhodey, I'm out of touch with society, okay? There, is that what you want to hear? I'm totally out of touch with society. It worked so hard to suggest way to speak English without his natural Quechua accent. Yes, I've done very well to eliminate that, didn't I? What? Oh, do I? No, you know what? Are we ruining it? The goal is to have fun. We're gonna drop it. He can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the music. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing the same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during his saxophone solo. They promised it was part of the act as he was carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out.
Oh.
Man, that was something. I promise, Pup is much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get answers to.
Hey.
Oh yeah? He sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that.
Hey.
Let's grab another beer. Morning Kill, please don't. Don't bring out the French. I actually don't understand it. That's just my moderator being a troll. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's kind of getting crowded in here. We grab our beers, beers plural is a funny word, and I try to follow Matt back to our spot, but there are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly, a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt!
Hey.
Almost lost you, buddy. Woo! I got really nervous for a second there.
Oh.
You and me both, dude. He takes my hand, woo, and leads me back toward the stage. I can feel something brushing a little. I can feel myself blushing a little. I apologize. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh?
Hey.
Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So, you go to concerts a lot? Why would I ask that question? Yes, he goes to concerts a lot. Ah.
Hey.
Oh yeah. It's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way that you are, that's magic. There. I suddenly have the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. I've never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee.
Hey.
Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeeze my way out of the crowd toward the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in a bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. The people that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as Pup plays their first song. How am I ever gonna find Matt now? We've got a loading screen? Oh my gosh, we have a little mini game! We have a little mini- I don't understand. Why is there a mini game here? Okay, everyone's rushing up to the main stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. I gotta find him before I get tripped by these rowdy youths.
Find that dad.
Oh, arrow keys!
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken. Ah, what a bitch. So we added the song that you're listening to right now.
I didn't know there was gonna be a steel beam! I'm fucked bad! Oh no!
Content ID.
After searching and searching to realize it's impossible to ever be able to find Matt in the sea of subculture, I guess I'll just camp out here. No! No! And I know how I fucked up too! I mean, really, I got greedy and I watched Pups sit by my lonesome out next to a bench of hip 20-somethings. I can tell they're judging my clothes, and I want so badly to grab them by the shoulders and explain the usefulness of utility pockets, but I try to focus on the concert. Man, I wish Matt were here. The show finally ends, and I wait for Matt outside. After a minute or two, Matt spots me. Dude! You sure are a sight for sore eyes. Sorry I lost you back there.
Hey.
It's all good. Wasn't it a great show? Totally. Would have been more fun with you, though.
Hey.
Well, next time I guess we'll just have to hold hands the whole time so we don't lose each other, huh? I laugh. Am I blushing?
Oh.
You hungry? Starving. Follow me. Matt and I walk to a tiny diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth.
Hey.
So there I am in the pit, trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seen red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering toward me, and there's nowhere to go. It's the end for me, right? Then out of nowhere I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms, and just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. You should have seen the look on his face. Bought him a beer afterward, and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out.
Hey.
Morning Kill. It was a very noisy concert hall. I don't think a phone would have helped. Yeah, man. Just goes to show you that Punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. Well, look at you guys. Hey, Crackers and Big Black Guy. And yes, I'm so glad you guys are coming out. So, how did you see all those amazing concerts?
Hey.
Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all around the States. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, we were poor. We had to scrape a lot together just to survive. But I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid. Oh, well, Lance, if your mind is numb, this will unnumb it. This will loosen up your brain. Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy.
Hey.
It'll be loud. You'll need to take lots of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever it is that she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess it kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together.
Oh.
Like what? Yes! Sketty Bath Boy! Morning Kill, you are somebody. If we were to rebel against him, what would he and his daughter rebel against? Reading subtitles isn't even that hard. I just think we have to strive as a society to be okay with reading subtitles. That's what we're gonna do. We're going with the foreign films thing. He and I laugh. We keep digging. Wait, there was no hearts, but there was no anger either. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. The breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot.
Hey.
Man,
Hey.
being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too! I've never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation, always.
Oh.
Ah, you're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to. You know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac. Back to our respective houses. Wait, I thought you lived at the diner! He doesn't live at the diner? That's not as fun. I thought he'd live at the diner. I mean, if I owned a diner, why would I own a house? Why not just have it 2 stories? The diner downstairs and you live upstairs, and then you crawl out of bed and roll down the stairs and start baking goods.
Hey.
Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it, although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the morning. Ha! You and me both. I, don't usually like going to these things alone. It was real cool to have you there with me. I'm glad.
Hey.
Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. Oh my god, I bungled it so bad. He didn't invite me anywhere. He called me cool. Matt called me cool. I walk into the house with my heart in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from her room. Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. You don't say. Amanda Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow, I just got dunked by my own child. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm hitting the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo! Date complete. That's like a D.
Yeah,
C.
I guess I've seen worse sets.
No, I call her Amanda Panda. That's my daughter nickname for her. Oh, man. At least I got an A. At least I got an A with Joseph. Guys, we're gonna try out Damien. I really think that I need to give him a chance.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Why did I just get an achievement for dating every dad when I haven't dated every dad? Oh, I just want to go after Joseph again. Come on. He's so handsome. He's a dream, but his wife and kids are atrocious. Why don't I just do it? Why don't I just be a home wrecker? Everyone keeps calling me a home wrecker anyways. I will be a home... Alright, we'll do Damien. That was my plan. That was my plan. Damien Bloodmarch. How do you do? Alright, this is his profile. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, I'm most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. If you had one thing to take with you into a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. What did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. What's your ideal date? Alright, this is the big one. What is his ideal date? Please, please, please be compatible with me as a person, a buffoon. It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Oh, music. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. I spend a lot of time thinking about mortality salience. Hi, Brian. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking of new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll... Back. Alright, Craig has a toddler, but maybe if he goes out with me, he'll lose the daughter. We might just end up on another date with Joseph, people. Craig. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur, and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. On a Friday night, was I going to get one last good cardio session in? That's alright. If you had one thing to take with you on Desert Island, what would it be? A box of energy bars. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6-minute mile. Oh, as in running faster than 6 minutes a mile. Okay. What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. What's your ideal date? Scale on a huge dangerous mountain for fun. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. Spend a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be good. What happened? Have I peaked? Hi, Joseph! I'm going to message you again. We're going on date number 2 with Joseph. I know. I said Damien, but then I looked at it and it was like, He's got some good and some bad. Joseph is just great all around. Why does he have Krish and Mary? You know what? I can even handle the twins. If we can get rid of Krish and Mary, then Joseph will be mine. Okay? It's been a long day of clipping coupons. Looks like there's a sale on boxed brownie mix. That reminds me. I wonder what Joseph's up to. I should see if he wants to hang out. Or if he wants to go to the store with me and use these coupons. Looks like he's online. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I had to go crawling back to Joseph. I think he's the one who's gonna dangle my doodle. It takes a moment for Joseph to respond. Hey, Joseph, wanna hang out? And then he says, Buffoon! Hope you finally recovered from your brownie-induced coma. And I know I promised you a fun hang, but tonight I'm actually chaperoning a youth group mixer. Amanda's invited, of course. If you're not doing anything, you should come. Oh, that sounds nice. And be a chaperone with me, because I need the help. I think for a moment. I'm a little bummed out, of course. I suppose I just wanted some me and Joseph time. Maybe to get to know him a little better. Ah, what the heck. My friend needs my help. I typed back. Buddy, if you need me, you got me. Just tell me where I need to be tonight. Joseph lets me know the details. It starts pretty soon. I should get ready. Come on, wear the silk kitten shirt. Hey, Lance, you think I'm gonna wear the silk kitten shirt? That's my date night shirt. I knock on Amanda's door and peek in. Hey, Amanda, I'm about to head out.
Yes.
Where are you off to? Are you gonna go extreme couponing? I'm actually gonna go chaperone this youth mixer dance thing that's happening at Joseph's church. He says you're invited, but if you don't want to come, I'll cover for you. You know what? I'm down. Maybe I can make some new friends. That's a good attitude. But I'll have you know that I'm mostly doing this for the potential for free food. Thank you, Amanda. I'll get 4 daughter points. You get 4 daughter points today. Can I trade them for a daughter lava lamp? Sorry, you only have enough for a daughter spider ring or some of those daughter plastic jumpy frogs. I like those things. Then try their they try their hardest. It's inspirational. Yes. A liter of milk before my day with Joseph. Oh, sorry, Joseph. I can't be the bottom tonight. Everyone, ignore the typo on the side. We arrive at the church to find that nobody is there. There are decorations and balloons and banners and everything, but no Utes. Yes, I did the my cousin Vinny thing. I've been to a couple of dances in my life, and not that I want to paint myself as some sort of a dance expert, but generally dances require people.
Yeah.
And those people need to be dancing. All of a sudden, Joseph jogs up to us. He looks frazzled. Look at him. Look at him. You're here. I need your help. Joseph gestures to the hand-painted banner hanging above the church doors. It reads, Jesus is coming.
What?
Yikes.
Hey.
Well, that's certainly a thing. God made all things, Amanda. Except for the banner. Ernest made that. I genuinely can't tell if he meant that maliciously or if he just can't spell good. You know what God also does? Forgives.
Huh.
He forgives teenagers, and he never ever breaks their box mods. Are you gonna break Ernest's box mod? No, Amanda, that would be a sin. Don't go too gaudy on me. I think he's only... Alright, this is breaking my theory. I thought that he was only working for the church as a youth minister because he needed something to do to get away from Mary, his wife, who's really ultra-conservative religious. I think it's the one right after Sloth. Buffoon, I need your help getting this down before anyone sees it. I can swing that. Amanda, can you help? Physical labor, huh? Amanda begins rapidly scanning the mostly empty room, looking for an escape route of her own. I have to go set up the food. The food's already set up? I'm gonna do a final inspection pass on the food to make sure it's up to code. I'm gonna eat your food. Amanda's able to bolt away before myself or Joseph can get another word in. Whew, she can really book it when she wants to. Her father was a giant pair of legs. I dated some giant arms once, but it turned out they were alright. Hey, he didn't wink that time! That was definitely a wink-worthy moment, and I did not get a wink from him. You must have been devastated. It was Armageddon. Where's the wink? No, it's... I get it. I'll workshop it. There's a gem in there somewhere.
Hey.
I'm really glad you're here, Buffoon. Are you enjoying my company? Or did you just lure me out here for my strong arms and height advantage? A little of both. Still no wink! I crave a wink from Joseph. I am living for a wink from Joseph. He's so handsome, and to have a handsome man like that wink at you is everything. It's always something with you, Joseph.
Nice.
There it is! We got it! We got him to wink at us! Look how handsome he is when he's winking. Something handsome and pious? You're not that pious. Debatable. You just alluded to breaking a child's vape pen. I would have lost the debate. You ready to do this? Let's make some magic happen. Magic isn't real, Buffoon. God said that. God was also a bush one time. True. Joseph and I grab a stepladder and walk over to Ernest's banner. That turd Ernest had one final trick up his sleeve. Looks like this nightmare is stapled and taped 6 ways from Sunday. Ernest is Hugo's kid, isn't it? Any ideas?
Oh, cracker balls.
What happened to your strong arms and height advantage? Ah, Hosna! Hello! Welcome! You're about 40 minutes late, but that's okay. We're here for 2 full dates tonight, and actually, I'm scheduled to be here till 6:30. If this date goes really quick, we might do a 3rd date. Alright, I forgot about those. But I realized my oversized dad fingers are far too large to get leverage on the tiny staples. You got a hammer I can use to pry these off? Buffoon, this is a church. We get a little nervous around hammers. And nails. I'm kidding. We just don't have a hammer. But we have to hurry. The Utes will be here any moment, and I'll never hear the end of it if we don't fix this. Wait, I have an idea. I run to grab the marker that Ernest used to draw this thing and jump back on the ladder. We can't get it down, but we can send a different message. Just close the U! I only got one shot here. Let's do this right. Alright. I don't know how we're gonna make that into an A. I would have just made it O, but I think we're gonna go with... Good night, Lance. Thanks for stopping by. Ah, look at that. That was good. I'm able to turn the U into an A and an L. Somehow. It's a little tight, but it works. Oh, I got the freaking eggplants off of him again! That's twice we get eggplants out of him! Now we just have to see if there's an eggplant in his diaper there. Well, that's true, I guess. Bask in his calming presence, Joseph. Relax. Crisis averted. Let's just hope the Utes don't notice. Joseph checks his watch. The DJ should be here by now. Is the DJ Matt? Just then, the door swings open and a man struts in with his DJing equipment. Wait, you're not the usual guy. What happened to Evan? Evan knew exactly when to play the Cupid Shuffle.
That's the good.
Hey, I'm not Evan. Evan sold all of his DJ equipment to backpack through Europe, so I'm filling in for him. We got Spin Master Quinn here, people. I do envy him, though. What I would give to drop everything and start over. Haha. I know, Rhodey, he does, and you know what's really nice is that I like Joseph's sense of humor. I think humor is going to be the way into his heart and pens. Are you alright? Alright, I'm better than alright. I'm DJ Spin Master Quinn. He sighs heavily. I usually do trivia nights, but I moonlight on the ones and twos to give myself a sense of purpose in life. Is he okay? Well, you'll have to do. You have a playlist of fun songs that youths will like and won't inspire impure thoughts or tempt them to the dark side, right? The DJ thinks a moment. Believe me, buddy, I got what you need. Okay, great. I'll let you get set up. The DJ leaves. Let's keep an eye on this one. He sounded like he was just gonna play Creep by Radiohead on repeat. After some time, kids from the community start filling into the dance hall. Some of them seem to notice our sign hack, but they don't seem to care. Most of the kids group off into tiny clusters, standing in circles and casting sideways glances at the other groups of teens. Man, I do not miss being a teenager at social functions. Oh, by the way, Scottish, I noticed you coming here, and I don't know if I said hello to you. I said hello to everyone else who came in except for you. Unless I did. Then you got two. Wait, did I actually... Was it cheer? Did I actually get a cheer? When did I get that? And that's awesome! Thank you, Wookie Love 8. I didn't even notice that until now. I guess I've been so enthralled in the game. Let's see. Hey, party people! Everyone in the room turns their attention to the DJ. DJ Spin Master Quinn coming at you with a sound that people want. We're off to a good start. This next tune goes out to all the ladies in the audience. Ladies, let me hear you say yeah! A few half-hearted yeahs echo through the crowd. Alright! He sighs again. Man, it's been a heavy couple of days. This next one's actually just for my wife, Sandra. I hope we can work things out. My little honeysuckle vine.
Now, who wants to listen
The DJ begins playing Creep by Radiohead. Amanda sidles up to me, pizza in one hand and punch in the other. Creep, huh? Bold choice for a youth group. Let's see where he goes with this. After the song finishes, he plays Creep again. Is the DJ crying? If you watch the kids really closely, you can catch them cringe every time Tom York swears. There they go. Hey, we should do something about this. We actually should.
Yeah.
Joseph runs up to us. He's killing the vibe. They're listening to swears. Sad swears. He is a DJ, Hosna, and I don't like him. We need to get him out of here because I need to hit on Joseph. We have to do something. Oh, Morning Kill, you don't want him for your funeral. He's terrible. You guys should try to give him a pep talk. Maybe work him up to Everybody Hurts by R.E.M. Or at the very least, No Rain by Blind Melon. You want to help us cheer him up? Actually, I just saw my friend, Frederico. Frederico. He's from Latin. I didn't know you were taking a Latin class. I'm not.
Oh.
So he's from the country Latin. Yes, It exists. Don't Google it. You can go, Amanda. It's for... And she's gone. Joseph and I make our way over to the DJ booth where Spin Master Quinn is having a quiet cry. Hey, bud.
Hey!
Hey, my dudes. How's the party jamming? It's, not. Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. I'm just taking a moment to find my groove. Now, we have to remember that we have to talk about his wife. Gotta play the sad tunes to properly appreciate the bangers, right? That's not how DJing works. Shut up and play the hits. Play booty jumpers is what Jeeves is when That's not how DJing works. Now stop me if I'm out of line here, since I've never been a DJ and I don't have any current plans to become one, but I don't think that's how it works. The kids came out here to have a good time. You gotta cool it on the sadness.
I'm so sad.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get an A+. If that exists, I'm gonna get an A+ with Joseph. Hey, buddy, if it's problems you're having with... Joseph leans in close to me. What was his wife's name again? Sandra. If you're having problems with Sandra... Yes! I remembered his wife's name was Sandra. I was so happy. I can help you two. I do counseling. It's my job here. And I'm very good at it. Oh, I don't know. I can tell that you're hurting. Nobody voluntarily listens to that much Radiohead on repeat unless they're going through some tough times. Trust me, I know.
Master Quinn.
Joseph places a hand on Spin Master Quinn's shoulder, who immediately collapses into Joseph's embrace, crying quietly. There, bud. It's gonna be okay. Thank you. I'll put on some dance hall anthems. You're the best, Spin Master Quinn. We get another crisis averted. Joseph and I return to the dance floor where Amanda's waiting with an ice cream cone. Where the hell did you get ice cream? Do we have an ice cream machine? Do we have soft serve? Like, what kind? Was it hard or soft? They have to tell me if it's a hard or soft ice cream.
Alright.
They have ice cream here. Good work, Amanda. How's it looking out there? Well, for a dance, there's not a whole lot of dancing. Looks like people are starting to bail, though. This is a disaster.
Yes.
Don't be so hard on yourself. This ice cream? Top notch. I'm sorry for dragging you into this, buffoon. You and Amanda should just go home. I'm not gonna make you stay here for the train wreck. It's not a disaster. We can still fix this. We can! I suddenly realized what we have to do. Amanda, get out of here. I don't think you're gonna want to be here for this, or be seen with me after this.
Whoa.
Oh god, you're not going to... I throw my car keys to Amanda. I'll get a ride back with Joseph. Just remember me as I am right now, not as what I'm about to become. Amanda nods. Nice knowing you, Pops. She runs out the door. Joseph, I'm gonna turn it up on the dance floor. With luck, we can get these youths into it as well. Are you in or out? Joseph stares at me. He knows what has to be done as much as I do. See you on the other side? Oh crap, do I close stands with them? Do I really push for grinding? See you on the other side. Joseph and I walk onto the dance floor in the middle of the room. The youths all stare at us, unsure what we're doing. Time to get our groove on. Let's start them off easy and work our way to the more technical stuff. I don't know what roll the dice is! What is roll the dice? If somebody can tell me what roll the dice is, I can do something. Do I have pit stay? I do, a little bit. I know what the lawnmower is, and we're definitely not doing the worm. The worm is technical. I don't think I think roll the... Is that rolling the dice? Crack, it's not that kind of dice. You know what? You know what, guys? We're gonna roll the dice. I think that rolling the dice would be more hip than doing the lawnmower. I pull out the classic handshake and dice throw to the music. I'm a little offbeat, which is to be expected of any dad, but I think this is a nice baseline to work from. Joseph follows along, booping his head to the beat.
Yeah.
Simple but smart. That's good. I look around. Well, it looks like we've got everyone's attention. Alright, buffoon, let's turn up the heat. you know what? We're not being idiots here. I know what the sprinkler is, and I know what the running man is, but what is the shopping cart? Is the shopping cart like the running man, except you've got your heart? So the running man is the one like this, and the shopping cart's like this? I'm not. What? Someone tell me what the shopping cart is, because I'm torn between the shopping cart. Wow, all these are. I'm trying to think. All right, so these are a bunch of youths who've just done the dice roll thing. We're gonna move into what? What do you do after you do the dice roll? Dice roll, dice roll. Alright, you know what? The sprinkler is kind of corny. No! That's the one I said I wasn't gonna do! Oh, shopping cart is where you... in the basket. No, but the dance move. Looks like you have a cart and you pick stuff off it. Oh! Okay, so that's the shopping cart, and the sprinkler is... You know what? Let's... I pull out the classic. Hand behind the head, finger pointed out, and make direct eye contact with several of the youths in the room. I think that makes them feel uncomfortable, but I push past it. Joseph understands. We must water the lawn. We just came off the end of an imaginary drought and the grass is dying. Don't worry, imaginary grass. We got you. I look around to the youths. They're getting into it. Nice work, but we'd better pick it up or we'll lose interest quick. The windmill? That's not appropriate! You can't... What? That is totally inappropriate to do the windmill. What is the cabbage patch and what is the hammer slide? So we have to do something crazy, but not the windmill. That is... okay. What is the hammer slide sounds like it might be good, though. If we're gonna slide around. Alright. I don't know what this is. The windmill's inappropriate. Hammer slide it is. I try to do the hammer slide. Honestly, it's not a bad bit, but the kids don't get into it. Shit! Good effort, buddy, but I think that pan flashed a little too long ago. Oh, we got a negative! What do you windmill with then, Rhodey? They're not looking too lively yet, but we can still turn it around. Moonwalk, butter churn, or attempt twerking. This is... I'm not twerking. That would make him very upset. Moonwalk, I don't think I could. I'm gonna churn the butter because I know that I'm able to. Farming is hard work, but we need the butter for the harvest. I start churning like it's the only sustenance that's going to get the homestead through those cold winter months. I move my hands in a circle in order to transform the milk cream into a delicious, high-calorie cooking ingredient. This would be perfect on Ma's homemade cornbread. Gotta turn up more than that. Come on, we gotta get the kids into it. Alright, time for the big finish. What is a death drop? Alright, Brody, I'm going to wait for you guys to answer then. First of all, you have to talk in full sentences because I ask a question and then you guys are answering like 20 seconds later due to the lag. So instead of saying like, it's this, you have to say, death drop is this. Alright, so attempt an unrehearsed backflip. No. Unless I was able to do backflips in my youth, I'm not even gonna try it. Lift Joseph up dirty dancing style. I don't think Joseph would go for that. What is a death drop? That is my question. What is a death drop? And look, I'm actually waiting for your answer this time. Oop. Death drop is when you twist and fall to the floor. Oh. How is that? Alright, these are kids. A backflip. If I get injured, you know what, guys? I'm gonna see what happens. Either I'm going to get like some huge thing where things. I'm either like I'm not gonna die. We're gonna do a backflip. I've seen plenty of people do backflips before. It can't be that hard, right? I bend my knees and throw my arms back. Joseph grabs me. Buffoon! Don't you dare! I know I could land it. I'm not letting you break your neck in my church. We're not insured for that. Joseph and I turn to the crowd of impressionable preteens and await their response. For a moment, the silence is deafening, but soon the kids explode in laughter and applause. Joseph and I share an ambivalent glance. I don't know. Dads like us may not be the best dancers, but we're the best at embarrassing ourselves. The kids rush the dance floor, gleefully imitating our inept moves. I look around the room to see if we convinced any of the youths to come dance. Nothing. Just a bunch of kids staring at us. I guess we didn't capture their hearts with the magic of dance. One of the kids yawns. That's 2 negatives. Well, we gave it our best shot. I'm gonna have to organize some sort of game so we don't start making out with each other. Thanks for coming, Buffoon. But I should take it from here. B? Please? B? Okay, we got a B! Somehow we got a B! We got a B somehow. I don't know how we got a B, but we did. It... Okay.
I'm curious what the hell a date would be.
No, B is not bad. It's a beautiful night, and the air smells so fresh, so I decided to take a long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood. Wait a minute, I was supposed to wait until Joseph gave me a ride home. No, I didn't fuck up. If I would have got the kids dancing, I could have had a ride home with Joseph. I'm never gonna get invited back to any of these dads' places. They're never inviting me back. They're just dropping me off at home. Last time Joseph threw me a brownie. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A bar! We're looking at either Brian or Robert. Probably Robert. A drop of water hits my head, and now it's lots of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. Turns out that my team isn't playing tonight, but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is usually unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie over a shared love for the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. Oh, you cunt! I look over in the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone and in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so sad. A pang of guilt shoots through me. Does she know? Is this because of me? Am I a homewrecker? See, my actual instinct here is to continue watching the game instead of saying hi. But I don't like watching the game. I don't like sports. Unless maybe me watching the game is just ignoring her. But then again, what if I get a No, I'm doing it for Joseph. I decide to say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. Is this seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways and she finally notices me. You! Okay, this was maybe not the best idea. Hey! Having fun with your new best friend, Joseph? He's a great... I'm so glad. I'm happy for you two. Mary, I'm not... I'd never accuse you of anything uncouth, Buffoon. You're just having an innocent, very platonic time with my husband. A supportive friendship.
Give it a rest.
You're a good friend, aren't you? I'm there when he needs me, Mary. Oh shit, I didn't mean to be negative. Unlike some other people in his life. So you're an expert on my marriage now? It doesn't take an expert to see that you two are miserable. I'm not trying to be an expert on your marriage, or I'm sorry. I'm the middle ground. I'm not trying to be an expert on your marriage. I'm just trying to be there for my friend, okay? Oh, you're there for him. I see how you look at him. I bet you're there for him a lot. I am. She takes a long sip of her drink. This was a mistake. You know, you're really not his type. I'm surprised. Mary pays her tab and strides right out Jim and Kim's without looking back. I don't know. What the hell just happened? Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now! Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? I could have left her alone, but meh. No, nothing happened. Go away. You're crying. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out! Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. No, you're not. You're asleep. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it finishes cooking. No, I think she said... Did she crash the car? You're scared of what Daddy's gonna do to you because you crashed the car? Did you scratch the car? I bet you she damaged the car. I'll be easy on her. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda, and I hang it on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I could force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of... Oh, wow, that was later. That was a flip thing. Rhodey, we haven't left the house yet to check the car. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. If I've been cooking, she can smell something. Food fixes all. Hey, Pumpkin! What? Can you come here for a sec? There was a moment of silence. Yeah. I just want to say I'm sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when you know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, so just whatever it is, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, I want you to know you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language you both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad! It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad. Had to start over and... Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. It was a heart, 3 candles. I guess I ran out of 1. That's good. This is beautiful! It's Starberry! Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The best friend? You got it. Wow, proud of you. Yes! Yes, because Emma R is the one that she likes hanging out with more, so it wouldn't be the one who puked. Emma R is her friend. It's her friend, and look how happy she is. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought... Alright, so I'm going to remember it as R stands for real best friend. Now that I've said it, I'll remember it. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out that Rosie M, that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for a Calc AB final. I think AB means calculus algebra. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I, have a crush on Noah, and, that's the thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that, okay? You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. And then one day I invite everybody out to go for nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. Who is Storm over there, and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does, and Emma R is just like glaring at me. Grace, nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... I don't remember anything about Grace. Probably. Gossipy one! Yes! Okay, Grace is gossipy! Ha ha ha! It rhymes! I'll keep it together! I didn't remember any... I thought Emma P was boring, and Emma R was the best friend. Grace, I didn't know which one it was, but I didn't think that asking if she was the one who also pooped the bed would be good, because how many people actually poop the bed, right? So yes, I got it through a little bit of process of elimination and blind luck. Whew. Anyways, Amanda's like, I know! Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, I might add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking why it would have been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma R say? Ooh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay, and then she left me on read. What does that mean? And then, hello Mystics! Oh, this is such an exciting session. We had we got a C date with Matt, we had a B date with Joseph, and I'm getting input from off screen that I should be dating Damien next despite my thoughts because she's curious. Alright, what's easy? Wait, left me on the read. What's that? See, that's what I'm wondering. Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am off at everybody else. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat and I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad.
Oh.
There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R? She's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. Hashtag do Damien. Alright, fine. We'll give it a try because you guys want it too. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected. I almost can't take it. What can I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Batman, I have to go because I have to study for the exam that is coming for me, so I have to study. Hosna, thanks for coming out, and you have fun studying. Are you and Lance study buddies? That could be fun. Anyways, you study buddies, have a good time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Those are all good things! Not all friendships last forever. Real friends don't do that. High school sucks. I don't want to diss her friends in case she gets back with them. You know what? I think high school sucks might be good. Honey, high school sucks. You make friends with people just because they're there. When you're still living in your hometown, there's a pretty small pool of people to choose from. But once you go to college, yes, that's what I want to do. I wanted to give her a projection for the future, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going to tell her that, you know, you're almost done with high school, this is your last year, and then things are only going to get better. But once you go to college, and once you get out into the real world, you're going to be exposed to all sorts of people, and it's going to be easier to make friends with people who really get you. Some of those friendships can last a lifetime. I mean, look at me and Craig. And some of them only last a little while, and that's okay too. You're going to make many awesome new friends at art school. Ultimately, I think this is way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. Morning Kill, you're leaving? And your birthday dinner with your parents. Alright, that's fair enough. That's a very good excuse. Thank you for letting me know while you're bailing. Everyone, I love that you guys tell me why you're leaving, and you don't just leave. It's more fun for me. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, she likes that. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake?
Ah.
Yes, we did eat that whole cake. Morning Kill, I'm going to be uploading this later so you can watch the third date. Well, I'm not online, live. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Oh, this is it. This is where she says how perfectly I just parented her. Yes?
Huh.
Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
I love you too, Dad. Oh man, that was A plus dadding right there. Okay. I am going to date Damien next, but I want to see Robert's profile. I want to see if he has an alcohol problem or if he's just like making up stories about being in the army or what that is. Like he seems like if he wasn't actually in the military, then he's a very mysterious guy, and I might be interested. But if he was, it's like I'm all shell-shocked or whatever they call it these days. Let's see. Robert Small. When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy all of us, you know it'll use this information against us, right? I actually can dig that. On Friday night, you're most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. The only reason I knew how to pronounce that is because that was the name of the bird from Thumbelina. That was Giacomo. If you had one thing to take with you in desert, I want to be a gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up? Grifter. Not a drifter, a grifter? I don't even know what a grifter is. What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neo-realism. PTSD. Sure, that's what they call it now. That's fine. I'll just call it shell shock. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. What do you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spent a lot of time thinking about. You ever really look into rabid animals' eyes? Back. Alright, let's do this. We're gonna look at Hugo's profile because I haven't read it, and then we'll go for Damien. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry. On a Friday night, you're most likely to brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. If I had one thing to take into the desert island, it would be A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. What did you want to be when you grew up? A movie star. What's your favorite movie genres? Documentaries on art history. What is the point of this question? What did you want to be when you grew up? Like, who cares what the child in you wanted? Kids don't know what they want. It doesn't matter what they want. It doesn't make a difference of who you are. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. What do you never leave home without? My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot. I spend a lot of time thinking about. I worry about people who are against e-readers or more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Damien! Let's see what we got. This is gonna be our final date for the night, everyone. And then we're gonna wrap it up, call it quits, and then I'm hoping, I know I say this every time, to see you tomorrow. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. Were there 3 T's in little? I think there were 3 T's when it said little, and I just missed it. Oh, that is not a good way to type. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh, whoa, there's more. Buffoon, I must confess my excitement to be receiving this kind of letter for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. That's what I was hoping for! Oh, maybe Damien is the one, because that's what I was hoping for. I was really hoping that that first meeting was not him. And he's already telling me that he's apologizing for it and he's saying it's not him. Alright, let's continue with what he said. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours, humbled, D. Bloodmarch. Hey, Amanda! Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me?
Oh.
I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad? Kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So, what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What?
Yeah.
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like, the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though. That's smart. Great. So what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards.
Yeah.
Buffoon. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. Oh man, he's got gargoyles! He's got gargoyles! I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. More of a manor? Estate? The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. He's got a door knocker! I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. Does he have a butler? Does he have a butler? It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Is that himself, Curtis, and their dog? Or is that a horse? As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Oh my gosh, he's got fossils! That is so cool! And cake. He's got cake on tap. Anyways, I think I might like Damien. And Joseph, and Matt. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring right at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Buffoon, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walk-in candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked?
Oh.
Oh, I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? That was going too far. I like oil paintings. See, I called it! Oh man, I am so gonna be able to answer his questions because I knew it. Right. Right.
Oh.
Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
Oh.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. That's Curtis's room, everyone. I already know. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. We must be in the West Wing. Nope, it's the library! And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from the floor to ceiling, arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room.
Oh.
I picked up a book. Look, I could have looked out the window. I could have looked at the butterfly showcased on the wall. That's not him. Okay, someone else decorated that. I could have said that's enough of the tour, but he's obviously a very proud man. So I selected to pick up a book because they were of the era that he enjoys. So I think I made the right... I had 4 options and I chose the right one. And I knew what was going to happen. You know, Buffoon, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into the life of crime. It would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. Ha ha ha! Books distracting from work and school. People try to get away from reading these days. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Or is it Sasuke? Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Really? They're doing a Naruto joke? That's funny. Sasuke, she's the pink-haired girl, right? I think so. Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf. That's a rare book for my private collection. I will not look at... I didn't expect to go back to this... Okay. He's proud of this library. I refuse to look out the window, okay? Butterflies, maybe. Maybe he'd set up that display case. I mean, it is morbid to have dead butterflies. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Sasuke is the black-haired boy. Oh! His private collection is gay hentai fantasy drama fictions? So he is gay. Very good. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah! The Pinner's Gambit. Is that a thing? No! That's enough of the tour. Please, will you join me for tea? See that? I bet you if I looked out the window, he'd be fuming. I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful, tiered silver tray. I take a seat in one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth of class or the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day and that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they're served. I think I butchered some of that, but it gets the idea across. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Compliment the home. I've got compliment the home. Ask him if there's lots of goths in Maple Bay, or I like your cape. I'm complimenting the home. Oh, we got zucchinis! Or eggplants, or whatever they are. Purple zucchinis, eggplants. That's good. That's better than hearts. It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff?
How delightful.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Sorry? Haha, did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. I don't even know what he's talking about. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Buffoon, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do! But I don't know if you care anything about the way you care about this stuff. Sorry, I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and quite honestly rather attractive. Well, then get ready to listen to me talk about Amanda. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sounds sophisticated. Love watching soap making videos on the internet. Jumbles. These are all terrible! I mean, this one at least kind of like, maybe I'm talking about how it's made, which is interesting. And I know that Buffoon, as a character, without my input, actually does enjoy the word jumbles, but I'm not about to divulge that! I learned how to juggle once. I'm going to interpret my answer here that I enjoy watching how it's made. No matter what it is, how it's made. Soap is, an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say that people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. Oh, word jumbles, he likes books. But it's a word jumble! Okay, Rhodey, you're probably right, based on what I just blurbed out here, but to me, a word jumble is like the least of it. That's like showing a scholar a coloring book. A word jumble is one step above a coloring book. I, tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes. Which I guess goes to show what we should leave it to the professionals. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Come on, master bedroom! It's the garden. Damien takes me around the back of his home. Oh, this was his ideal date! His ideal date was to be strolling through his own garden. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell him how much we appreciate his garden. Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air. I'm actually looking forward to another mini-game. Like, I'm hoping there's one here. Victorians liked puzzles. That I did not know. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public. So lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Oh, was his ideal date in Berlin? Oh, maybe that was his Friday night. He did say something about his garden, though. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous, bright orange flower off a vine. Lilium bulbiferum. The orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze. Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. My loins are ablaze. Okay, we didn't get angry lines. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Lilac, lilac, lilac? Oh. I don't know what a honeysuckle is. And snapdragon, are they the really tall thing? None of these. I don't like any of these. Somebody tell me what a honeysuckle is, and then I'll answer either snapdragon or honeysuckle, because snapdragon, I believe, are the, I only know those because Martin Prince picked a snapdragon. Hello, Andy X. Haley. We're on our 3rd date. We've just started our 3rd and final date. Somebody tell me what a honeysuckle is. Because, well, I'm gonna go with snapdragons. Seth Online, thank you. Okay, so honeysuckle is a sex thing. Oh, it's not. Ah, damn it. You know what? I'm gonna go with snapdragon because I actually know what it is, and I'm not a big fan of sunflowers unless I'm eating the seeds. Honeysuckle is a shrub. Oh my. Okay, so we would not want to say a shrub. Snapdragon. Because they're cute. And you can do that thing where you squeeze them so it looks like they're talking. What a lovely choice. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. He's gonna make me flowers! Heh. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Buffoon, will you excuse me? I must take this. He's gonna leave me in the garden? Oh, cell phone! Okay. I was thinking he was running back to the house to go get the phone. He pulls his cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and he walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no! I knocked over the gargoyle!
Fix that guard.
Oh boy! We actually, oh my god! Oh shit! Oh shit! We are... Oh my gosh, that's the head! That's the head! Okay, so then this one's gonna be the bottom. Shit. We got this!
Goal!
Yeah! I just have to figure out what the parts were. Ooh, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Buffoon, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. But I didn't break your gargoyle! There was nothing to see here! Woo! Actually, it was the controls that were messing me up, Crackers. Down made you try to put the piece on, and up was to flip it over. So I was trying to make it flip over for some of the piece, and I was like, oh, I want to flip it. You had to press up. Whew! Alright, so Damien's leaving, but I fixed his gargoyle. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat. What? He worries the hem? As in he goes like... oh! I get it. He's going like this. Okay. Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian. Oh my gosh, his kid's name is Lucian! Curtis is Hugo's kid! Whoo-wee! Or is Curtis... Who is Curtis's kid? No, isn't Ernest Hugo's kid? Hugo's kid is Ernest. Who owns Curtis? Who owns Curtis? Robert, Brian, Matt... No. Damien has Lucian. It's not Joseph. Is Curtis Hugo's kid? I have to. Making notes. This game is all about remembering and learning people. This actually practices your social skills for when you have to fake be nice to people. Except you really are trying to get in their pants. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school. Post haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. That's the gargoyle I broke! Look, right there, right there. I'll bet you that's the one I broke. I didn't even see that in the background. You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Oh, this fucker! Your kid's in trouble with this fucker too? I do not like this English teacher. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to "my kids are in trouble" rodeo. What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the very busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into the darkness. Watch your step. Curtis, I'm not sure who... Alright, I'm not sure if Hugo's child is Ernest or Curtis. And if it's not Curtis, then who is Curtis's? I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in the boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Ah, okay. So Ernest is Hugo's son. So then I'm wondering who owns Curtis. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me! The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second, Lucian. Did you try to cask an Amontillado? What? Cask of Amontillado, Ernest? That's what they're making fun of, where Mr. Burns is trying to do that thing to Homer in the mausoleum. It's called Cask of Amontillado. I'll get that word right eventually. I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's Cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down into the cellar with the promise of wine and a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually gonna leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. I don't like that kid. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad?
What?
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just had an entire 2-week unit on the Cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie. Ha ha ha! Yes, that's what my kid did.
Whoa.
It's only 5 pages long, and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, it was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. Damien and Hugo. Okay. The fathers. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs of the school in a tense silence. I would not have even seen this if I didn't repair that gargoyle. I only had 60 seconds to repair that gargoyle. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin to drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you and I see that you're struggling, so if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend the next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car. I don't think so, Mystic. I think I'm doing good right now. I think I'm gonna A this date. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. He didn't freak out at all! I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot that we need to work out. It's alright. All things considered, Lucian's brick lane was pretty good. So there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. I really admire how you handled that. Look. Is there anything else that's obvious here? He's probably just going through a phase. No, you don't know anything about this kid. I really admire how you handled that. That's good. Does this kind of thing happen a lot? I think it does. I like how he handled it. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him. And I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. Ha ha ha, we got more eggplants! See you around soon! Oh, there's a question mark. See you around soon? It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy.
Ah.
I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Right now, at this point, I've just plopped down. I've got butterflies in my stomach. I'm like, I do like him. I mean, Joseph is a good catch, but so is Damien. I mean, everybody has their problems. You can't expect anyone to be perfect. This is a real life lesson. Nobody is perfect. If you can't accept somebody who doesn't perfectly match every interest that you have, it does not mean that you immediately have to dump them off. I can see myself getting along with Matt, despite the fact that he enjoys music to an obscene level, because we have other things in common, like coffee and cake. I can see myself with Damien, despite the fact that I'm not entirely into his weird abstract way of life. He is modern with his technology, and he's a very good father, and he's actually fun to be around. Joseph, even though he's kind of Jesus-y and has 4 kids, I think we can dump off at least a couple of them on Mary. And, I mean, he has a great sense of humor. I love his body and his sense of humor. And he's a really nice guy. Yo! What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers, Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The tiny house hunting brothers watched him with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. I almost said popping. I did say popping. Why don't they just get a regular sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to...
Oh.
He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucian live streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Alright. A+. Is there an A+? Is there an S ranking? Are we gonna get an S ranking on this date? A. We got an A. And if that means that there is no A+ or S, we got an A. Everyone, this actually concludes our session.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Save complete. That concludes everything. I will see you next time, and we will go on another date. And although I'm not 100% certain, I feel that we could give Brian a chance, despite the fact that he seems to enjoy his sports. That could just be our alone time. I mean, he could be doing sports stuff, and I could be doing reality TV shows with Amanda, right? Or looking after his daughter with her genius studies. So that's about it. I would like to be back very soon, but good night, everyone, and thank you so much. I'm glad. I'm so excited. I want to see what's gonna happen. Oh man, and I really, really do not enjoy Hugo or Robert. Craig, I think I can't get into it, but I mean, like, yeah, he's just too athletic, I guess. I mean, I like the athletic body, but I don't like the obsession with it, right? So anyways, we'll see what happens next time. Good night, everyone.